When the trailer of Mahesh Narayanan's Malik was released, it had left us with mixed feelings. Of course, the film stars Fahadh Faasil, arguably the country's finest working actor today, along with a superb ensemble cast. However, does Malik have anything new in store was the question. The sea, as shown in the trailer, reminded of Mani Ratnam's Nayakan. Scenes of Fahad dropping from the roof of a house, followed by him beating someone to death, seem to have uncanny resemblance to the Godfather 2 sequence of Don Fanucci's death. Whether Malik would just be another addition to the often repeated Godfather-esque template, or will it have any uniqueness that differentiates this film from the others, was our most anticipated aspect of this film. Well, the wait is over and the answer is out. To our satisfaction and considerable surprise, Malik is unique and different, and we are here to talk about that in detail today. It is a densely layered film, all of which might not be revealed in the first viewing, but let us discuss our initial response to this eagerly awaited film for now. Before moving on, once again requesting for your support through likes, shares and subscriptions. We need your support to go on. An almost 13-minute long single shot at the start of the film sets the tone of Malik. We watch two dogs eat from the same dump in the very first frame, as if it were a metaphor of the multiple dualities that follow. The camera then guides us into a wealthy household where a large number of people are seen to be attending some kind of feast with biryani. We watch characters talk to each other, kind of realize that things are not as settled as it appears on the surface, and also get introduced to the protagonist of our story, Suleiman or Ali Ikka, or as the people call him lovingly, Fahadh Faasil as Malik. We do not get into the bottom of everything that's happening or being spoken about, but all the key aspects of the film get floated in this beautifully captured single-take scene. Power, politics, benevolence, emotional turmoil between relations, and of course, the low-key affair that this 161-minute long film is going to be. There is no build-up to Fahad coming on screen. He is introduced without any drum rolls like any other character of the film. His messiah figure and concern for the cause of his community is kind of realized while the camera is focusing on some other character. Commoners coming to the old patriarch for help, justice and blessings has been a signature motive of Godfather-esque template, mostly presented early into the films to establish the larger-than-life characterization of the protagonist and to entice the audience by his swag. Malik clearly doesn't take that frequented route, and thereby you realize early on how this ride is going to be different. Mahesh Narayanan is here to take up a celebrated melodramatic template and place it in the subtle, low-key world of Malayalam cinema, where looks and not dialogues are the punchlines, where characters and not heroes or villains thrive, and where the locality of the story becomes the key to the universality of its theme. Celebrated Taiwanese director Ho Xiaoxian's Cannes Award winner The Assassin comes up as a reminder. That was another film which took up the done-to-death fantastical premise of Chinese wuxia world and painted a film which speaks through its frames and not dialogues or action set pieces, which the genre is celebrated for. Malik doesn't go that far in being innovative, but of course invests on its own cinematography, sound design or editing to tell its story rather than dialogues or performances that are conventional and convenient trump cards for its genre. The clashes are over in a flash. There's little in the way of lead-up, just short, brutal bouts with actors like Fahad, Nimisha, Joju George, Dilish Pothan. It's pretty incredible that there's no single actly sequence in this rather long film. No mannerisms, no audience-pleasing punchlines, and not even clash between two major characters, fencing through hard-hitting dialogues. We are amazed at Mahesh Narayanan's confidence in his art and skills of his crew behind the camera. Watch out for Fahadh and Nimisha expressing their emotions to each other through their looks in the Thirame song, or all the sequences building up their relationship. Watch out for the lady doctor who plays a vital role in the film, hardly having any dialogue and delivering through her looks. Watch out for Nimisha looking at Dilish Pothan's Abu as she knows how he is backstabbing Suleiman. And of course, watch out for the man who is known to act through his eyes. Fahadh Faasil never ceases to surprise. We really don't know what more this actor has in store for us. In Malik, he shows how comfortable and amazing he is in playing a character much older than himself. He is as good as always playing the young Suleiman, but in the scenes playing the old patriarch, Fahadh is a revelation. There is this scene when a police officer comes to inform him something important in prison cell. The look on his face as he realizes how the people he cares for are conspiring against him, and then a subtle hand gesture to discard off the officer. He has heard enough. There is another scene near the end of the film where for once he breaks down in front of Freddy, the young man who comes to kill him. He cries and then, as if in an involuntary reaction, caresses this boy, someone standing where he was years ago, as if tending to his future wounds and his past ones. We are not sure if any director can guide an actor to carry out such scenes. This has to be the genius of an extraordinary actor. Nimisha too is stunning once again. Like Fahadh, the older version of Rosalind, Suleiman's wife, will stay longer with you. We just wish the potential the character had could have been used more in the closing phases. Jojo George brings in a new shade in his performance. Again, low-key, measured and perfectly pitched. Vinay Fort as Suleiman's right-hand David, who eventually becomes his foe, is excellent. Another amazing performance from him after Churuli. A perfect depiction of a character constantly manipulated to lose ability of self-judgment. It's interesting how Malik juxtaposes manipulation and religion in multiple sequences. Suleiman kind of manipulates David for his marriage with Rosalind against the community norms, suggesting how the nearby Christ statue is seen to be embracing the mosque in front. The police and politicians manipulate David and others in his group to cause the rift between the local Muslim and Christian communities, which eventually leads to everyone's downfall. Two motherly figures are found to be pushing and manipulating Freddy, giving their reasons of why he should or should not murder Suleiman. And Dilish Pothan, like the cunning politicians in all such stories, keeps on manipulating everyone around to suit his needs. Thus, Malik also establishes the world we live in, where emotions are often toppled by manipulations, where we give in to our egos, then to our senses, and thereby regimes fall. Innocents die, and convincing lies become historical truths. Malik talks of all that and more, but not in a conventional way. This studied detachment and general refusal to use successful motives might distract a group in the audience, but for us, Malik is definite success of how old stories can be narrated in a new language. That is all from us today. Thank you for watching this review till the end. Please subscribe to our channel and help us grow.